All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? Let me check this volume and make sure I can hear everybody, man. We're gonna get to cooking real quick today. Cause yeah, man, what a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Let me double check because this ain't popped up yet. You guys should be good, man. Smooth Groove Boxing said, glad you moved to 8. I'm able to sit back at my desk and watch you cook all love. That's what's good, man. I'm glad. All right, there you go. All right, so we are set. Yes, sir. That dude, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Let me see if I can move this down just a wee bit. Sean Dennis, what's good, man? Rob G Film, what's going on, man? Salute to my man, Smooth Groove Boxing. Thank you, said. I'm glad you moved to 8. I'm able to sit at my desk and watch you cook all love. Well, we're going to cook today, man, because we're going to talk about Terence Crawford for sure. And that's going to be a big amount of the show, man. Yeah, dog. I like Bernie the Boxer. I listened to what Bernie the Boxer said, most of it. I didn't listen to anything really that had anything to do with me because I didn't want to get any type of emotions in it. However, man, look, dude, I understand why they would be hot, dog, at Derrick James. I understand why they would be hot at a lot of people, man. And I definitely want to pay respect and acknowledge that that's the case, man. What's going on? That dude, Mo City Menace, what's going on? TZ Frank, what's good? Leon Robinson in the building. What's going on? Salute to you, sir. B&B Boxing. What's going on, man? Nelson Seals, big up to Atlanta. What's going on? Golden Moldine. Good morning to you, sir. Like that ride. Tay Walker in the building. What's going on with you, sir? C-Cut. What's good? Everything's good over here, man. I can't complain about a thing. B&B Boxing in the building as usual. Always pleasant to see you. I'm looking for Mr. Cabrero. What's going on, David? David Scott III in the building. Salute to you, sir. Mr. Shelton, Bernie the Clint. Nah, I like dude. He ain't weird, man. I like dude. I like, it's kind of, he's a supporter. He's a supporter of the Bud, and that's what Bud needs. Somebody got to do it. I'm from the Midwest too, man. And I know what it's like, dude. People are really big on respect. I know people big on respect everywhere, but in like Chicago or Kansas City and San Antonio, you got to be careful, like stepping on people's shoes and doing shit like that. People get hot. And respect is a big thing, man. So I kept hearing them keep repeating respect. And I understand that, but facts at the same time, dog, you got to pay respect to facts too. It's just what it is, dog. And I can understand people that support Bud. You should support Bud. But people that ain't from Omaha, Nebraska and want to see good fights, hey, man, they owe it to themselves to say how they think. You know what I mean? Nah, man, that ain't his boyfriend. That's a good dude, man. That's what's supposed to be going on, man. You want that. You want people out there talking for you. What's going on? R. Luna? Wrong decisions in the building. What's going on, man? Good morning to you. That dude. Yes, sir. He said, what's up to Mr. Shelton? Jay Gibson in the building. What's going on, Jay? Smooth Guru Boxing. Why not the same energy for Bob, though? Because Bob writes checks. That's easy money because Bob writes checks. Is Bob writing checks, paying checks? There's things called non-disparagement clauses in agreements. And I'm sure Bob, there's a chance that Bob might have one of those. And plus, you're doing business. They know each other personally. Bud doesn't know me personally. So I can't take that seriously. I'm not seriously. I take it seriously, but I'm not going to be bothered about it, man. That's why I don't listen to it. Because, man, if I had a doubt, man, dude, people don't like a whole lot of, I get threatened by every corner of the globe. So, and I'm not saying he threatened me because I don't think he did. But I'm saying I've literally been threatened by somebody in every major city in the United States of America at some point in time. If there's a boxer there that I've criticized, somebody says something real crazy to me. So it is just what it is, man. This probably comes with the territory, man. I ain't really worried. Or I'm not, it's just what it is. Bitcoin calculus, salute to you, sir. Justin States, get my cash. What's going on, man? I'm chilling. Mr. Shelton, what's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, B&B Boxing saw that, man. Sugar Short, what's happening, sir? Black Alpha in the building. There used to be a time when I would never wear black and gold, but gold is now my color for this channel. My reformed ways. I'm getting soft in my old age. Stephen Young, man, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Salute to you, sir. Go Flow, salute to you. Bro, that dude Bronner said, Leon Robinson, bro, that dude said Brawner ran from Crawford. Brawner may be a lot of things, but a ducker he's not. Oh, he said that Brawner ran from Crawford. That's not factually true because Brawner left the division before Bud ever got a shot. So Bud, I think Brawner left the division around the same time that Bud beat Breedis Prescott at 140 and then moved back down. I'm pretty sure that the date that Brawner was already left that weight class by the time Bud fought Ricky Burns for the title. You know what I mean? So if Adrian Brawner ducked anybody at 135, it would have been him ducking, he would have ducked Ricky Burns. But that was for the WBO belt where they had the Ray Beltran, Ricky Burns, Terence Crawford little circle that they did. You know, that's top rank, man. I don't think that's but Adrian Brawner definitely did not run from Terence Crawford. Dog, he would fight anybody, man. He moved up and fought Sean Porter. The idea that Bud would ever, that Adrian Brawner would duck somebody, that dude is willing to fight with a judge, dog. He don't care. He'll fight anybody. Mr. Shelton, what's good, man? Beatbox lunch to you, word, respect for now. What's going on, man? Respect to you as well, sir. That dude, okay, that's not me. I got everybody, man. They were both at 140 at the same time. Did Adrian Brawner stay at 140? How long did he stay at 140? For like a fight or two? Adrian Brawner went up to 100 and let me see. I don't think you guys are correct on that, man. I think y'all trying to play Captain Save-A-Bud, personally. But let me see. God, dog, I want to see, but something's wrong. Adrian Brawner. I don't think Adrian Brawner I think Adrian Brawner went damn near straight to Paulie Malignaggi, dog. All right, so he was at lightweight, beat Antonio DeMarco, lightweight. Yeah, dog, he went from Gavin Reese straight to welterweight, dude. And he fought it well, man. He didn't even go to see how you got to catch dudes. See how you got to catch dudes? Nah, dog. No. Adrian Brawner went straight from 135 to 147. He had the WBA or the WBC lightweight title. The WBA World Lightweight title. Excuse me. Yeah, he had the lightweight title at 135. Against Gavin Reese at lightweight. And then his next fight was against Paulie Malignaggi at welterweight. Then he lost he moved up and fought Marcos Maidana and lost his second fight at welterweight. Then he fought another time at 140. He went back down and fought Carlos Molina. Then Emmanuel Taylor. And Khabib, yeah, dog. You're saying he ducked him after he lost the Marcos Maidana fight? Like they were trying to beat. That was not an undefeated Adrian Brawner, dog. That's when Adrian Brawner went boop, boop, boop. He got beat back down to 140. He said he went to 142. Yeah, he did. He jumped the whole weight class. He went from 135 all the way to 147, dog. Bud didn't do that. Bud didn't jump up like that. Say what you want. Bud didn't jump up like that. Bud spent a lot of time at 140. Dominating dudes at 140. It's all good. But dog, you can say what you want, but Adrian Brawner still might be the best win on his resume. Today, he might be his best. Matter of fact, Bud didn't want to fight, man. Bud, no, dog. Look, Bud was not even on the picture to want to fight him at that time. Bud was not signed to a big promotional. Bud was not like that in 135 till he got the belt, man. He snuck up and beat Breedis Prescott, and then he got the shot against Ricky Burns. And after he beat Ricky Burns, he fought Gamboa. Then I'm not Gamboa. What's big head dude's name? Ray Beltran. Ray Beltran beat Ray Beltran. Then he fought. He fought like Gamboa and those dudes. Then he moved up to 140. But no, dude, Adrian Broner was already up at 147 by the time while Bud was still fighting in 135. So I think you guys are just off on that, dog. Nah, dog, I wouldn't disrespect Bud, man. Dude, he's a good dude, man. Like, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Just like Batman. I'm not gonna see people who want to jump on Batman like that. Dre's finest. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that to him because I think that he's doing his job. Man, you need a guy like that, man. You need a guy like Andre. Who'd Ali have? Boudini Brown. You need somebody out there that's going to be out there talking and representing your case, man, and making people understand how you think. Especially if he's somebody that ain't always going to get out there and do it himself. I have no problem whatsoever with what Bernie the Boxer's doing. And I think you guys should all subscribe and follow his Instagram. And shoot, let those people in his camp talk for him, man. Hey, dude, just because somebody don't agree with you or don't like you, don't mean that their whole purpose in life is fucked up. You know what I mean? He's in the gym. I was watching this shit. He's in there in the gym with Jamel Herring. He's in the gym with Terence Crawford. You know, he's been a friend of that man since Bud was a little kid. That's something that should be commended about Bud, keeping his people around him, dog, and doing the things that they're doing at B&B Gym, man. Like I said, man, I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, dog, or the baby's mama out with the bathwater, man. Somebody was like, man, can you throw the baby mama out with the bathwater? Nah, dog, somebody's gonna catch that baby mama, dog. You know, depending on the right baby mama, somebody's gonna take that. Don't throw it out. You know what I'm saying? There might be some trade value in that. Oh, man. He say, YKU needs someone that's going to speak facts. Who is YKU? What's YKU? I'm saying, look, just don't look, man. Let us not breed dissension, like real dissension. Okay, like personal dissension. Like, no, dude. Like, the whole thing about the respect is, like, I say what the fuck I want to say, dog. Because, dog, it's my right to say it. I'm a boxing fan. I know what's going on Moon Ra. You know what I mean? I know some people are not going to like what I got to say, but still, it was my right to say it. If I'm not putting my hands on you, if I'm not calling you out your name, I can see if I was sitting up here talking bad about your mama, talking bad about your wife, lying on you, causing a bunch of problems in your life that just ain't real, then I'll be like, yeah, go look for that dude for 9. Yeah, we need to go find him because he out here telling all kind of lies and, tearing at my reputation like for real shit. Not like some shit like he thinks that my boxing record reads like a prospect if you take away the belts, but it does. If you take away the belts and you just look at the fights and you just like those old fights, that they like those old fighters, dog. Those old fighters on BoxRec ain't got no titles next to the vast majority of their fights. Ain't got no title next to them, right? So you can look at the record and you say, okay, who are the guys that they fought? Dog, I've seen all of the fights, man. I've been around and watched Bud for a very long time, dog. Bud needs to fight better competition, dude. He is fighting that level guy that is like a prospect is supposed to fight a guy that's not at their peak anymore. Okay, guys that are too small for them and guys that were good that are not at their peak. Those are the type of fights that get set up, dog. That people get set up to have when you're a prospect. Okay, so if I see you fighting guys that are over the too small and over the hill but got a good name, that's a prospect type fight. Like Lomachenko, even though he got that belt, dog, I still don't buy it because, dog. Mikey Garcia's like, man, I made a lot of money betting. Yeah, I know. Bob Arum made a lot of money betting on that fight. Dog, I bet Bob Arum made a whole bunch of money betting off that fight. Like, yeah, man, put a cool meal on it for me. Put a cool meal on it for me. It is, because he's on his way down, right? So look at it. Yuriokas Gamboa. It was his first loss, but he's a 126-pound guy, dog, with gaping holes in his game. But that's why we say that's the best fight of his career is Yuriokas Gamboa. But he's still too small because Terence is a welterweight. And he's a 126-pounder. You could see the size and the ring difference between them. He's just way, way, way bigger. Devin Haney looks way bigger than Gamboa. You know what I mean? And I think Terence Crawford's a little bigger than him. I'm pretty sure. You think Postal, but exactly, Postal is what? Postal is like a good fighter. He beat Lucas Matisse. He beat Lucas. Isn't that who he beat? Lucas Matisse? Postal? Didn't he fight Lucas Matisse after Lucas Matisse lost to Danny Garcia? I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm pretty sure that's how that worked, dog. Pretty sure that's how that worked. So no, man, it does read like a prospect, man. It just does. Jeff Horn could be a championship fight, right? Still Jeff Horn. But yeah, it's just so easy to do that, man. It's just so, but you can't do that with Errol as easily. Said Postal got one good win. One. He beat Lucas Matisse, who was an HBO hype job. And I think check his gloves too. He's of all those guys that like you could go back and say, hey, I wonder how many times this loaded glove things happened. I would be looking at Lucas Matisse right after I looked after Edwin Villario. Like, if I could go check their gloves, I promise you, I would love to go check those dudes' gloves. Like I know that people are like the crazy power of Edwin Villario. Man, check that dude's gloves, dog. He shit hits just like them loaded gloves. Like, ow! Like his shit breaking shit. Ow! I don't know, man. I think you guys are a lot of cheaters out there, man. Y'all got me looking for the cheaters because you won't catch them, so I got to look for them. He said, nah, remember Tim Tszyu beat the brakes off Jeff Horn, but that was afterwards. You can't. That was afterwards. Jeff Horn was an undefeated champion at the time he fought Terence Crawford. Rosario versus Jacobs. Who you got? Oh, my God, man. Jacobs. Danny Jacobs is going to mash that dude, man. Daniel Jacobs is going to absolutely positively mash that dude. My man, Dre's Finest said, whose show is this? Mine. Salute Fannon and the chat. Yes, sir, man. Salute to you, Dre's Finest. I'm sorry, man. I missed that super chat, dog. Hey, Fannon, would you put money on Bud versus Porter against Porter? No. That's a pick'em fight, dog. That's a pick'em fight. I would not put any money on that fight. Except for the over. I would bet the over. Because he ain't knocking out Sean Porter, dog. You can wrap that off. You can write that home. You can write that home. That's going 12 rounds. And that's going to be the worst fight of Terence Crawford's life with Sean Porter. Dog, Sean Porter is so damn scrappy. So, no, man. Like, you guys talk about that fight with Errol Spence Jr. as if that wasn't something that you should use as a reason to celebrate Errol Spence. The fact that he beat Sean Porter, man. Sean, dude, he whooped Sean. Man, y'all, I don't understand, man. Sean Porter is a hard fight for everybody. That's a hard fight for everybody. Life with the Ollie said, Fannon, thanks again for converting me from being a Fury fan to learning the truth. Hey, man, that ain't no problem, man. But it's not me. It's all kind of people that let people understand that, man. The dude just cheated. And Tyson, just don't cheat again. Get the rematch and don't cheat. But please, Lord have mercy, stop acting like the WBC. I got a video coming up about it. But Lord have mercy, man. The WBC did not support Deontay Wilder. Stop asking me that on Instagram. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. You have to listen to what people say, man. Listen to what Mauricio Sulaiman said. He did not support Deontay Wilder. In fact, he didn't. He supported Tyson Fury by being out of it. I don't get that shit, man. Like, I don't get that, man. Do you realize that the media will do this to you, right? The media will put a headline in there, and that headline is not going to reflect what the article's actually about. That's why they say, do not read a book. Do not read a book by its cover. Do not judge a book by its cover. People went out and read what Sky Sports' title was, and then said that Mauricio Suleiman supported Deontay Wilder, which is a lie. He did not. He did not support Deontay Wilder at all. He said something to the effect of, Deontay Wilder deserves a shot. What the fuck does that? How does that mean he's supporting Deontay Wilder getting a rematch with Tyson Fury? How does he should get he deserves another shot? How does that translate? Seriously, how does that translate into him supporting Deontay Wilder in his bid to get Tyson Fury to honor a rematch clause? It doesn't. It doesn't. It could mean anything. That shit is so ambiguous. It could mean anything to anybody, which is why he phrased it like that. He was ambiguous. If you hear something that can be, and let me tell you what ambiguous means. It could be interpreted in multiple ways. Multiple ways. Okay, not just one way. When you're talking to somebody and you want to know what they mean, you've got to try your best to make sure that they are not ambiguous. And that's how people lie to you, by being ambiguous. And that's what Mauricio Suleiman did. He answered a question, or Sky Sports put something up where he was being very ambiguous. The Avion Bible said, here's to the kids that haven't decided what they want next. The world is theirs too. You ain't lying about that, dog. I like that, man. Thank you. Absolutely. It's all of you. Man, most people don't know what they want next. Most people don't know what they want next. I don't know what I want next, except for I know what I want to do next. And I hope that what I do next can get what I anticipate will happen. Oh, yeah, the WB's full of shit. But they said he's in the mix. They said he's in the mix. Can you tell me something, guys? How is in the mix? What does in the mix mean? See, there he wasn't being ambiguous. That was clear. Deontay Wilder's in the mix. We'll see how the next year evolves. Why would you think that means that he wants Tyson Fury to exercise, to be held responsible for that rematch clause? How does one equal the other? It doesn't. It doesn't. He didn't say it. Sky Sports is full of shit. What he did was he said Deontay Wilder's in the mix, which means there's other people in the mix. If there's other people in the mix, he's not talking about the rematch clause, is he? And do you know what else? We know what power Mauricio Suleiman has. He has the power to order Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. That would be him being unambiguous. Unambiguous. Like he was before when he ordered Tyson Fury to rematch Deontay Wilder after the first fight. See, when the WBC wanted another Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight after the first one, they knew how to be very unambiguous. They knew how to be very clear about what they wanted. And what did they want? They wanted another Deontay Wilder-Tyson Fury fight. So what did they do? They ordered a fight. Very unambiguous, very direct. So, in this instance, they say he deserves another shot. He's in the mix. We'll see how things evolve. But yet, somehow, you all are telling me that means that he's supporting a rematch. It means having more than one interpretation, which means you don't know what he said. So please stop acting like he supported Deontay Wilder. The fact that he didn't say anything supports Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury knows that the WBC will wait an entire year and see how it evolves. Read more carefully. Read more slowly. Read more completely. Before you come to my Instagram telling me what a great guy Mauricio Suleiman is. Okay? Stop. Mauricio Suleiman is out there writing checks or some shit. Because that's some horse shit. Tell me I'm lying. At 8:26 in the morning, tell me I'm lying. How the fuck does that mean that? Does that mean that? It does not. Okay? It does not. He said, oh, Mauricio wasn't quiet. They insulted Wilder a few times. Oh, exactly. See, when Mauricio Suleiman wants to be direct, Mauricio Suleiman will say things like this. We support Canelo Alvarez, even though he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. He has had 1 million tests. He's the most tested athlete in the history of boxing, and we stand by Canelo Alvarez. And we stand by him so much that we, the WBC, will raise the computerol levels and make sure he doesn't get tested positive again. And also, we're going to also give him a franchise championship so he doesn't have to do anything with mandatories. See, the WBC knows very well how to be very explicit when they're supporting somebody. They also know how to be, oh, I got it. Ambiguous meaning they have more than what I understand what ambiguous is. My wife is ambiguous all the time. She's like full-time ambiguous when I want something. Hey, babe, would you feel like going out and doing this? Well, you know, I got some other things that we're doing, but I'll check in on you in a couple hours and we'll see how that goes. That's called a grown person's passive-aggressive no. Okay? Mauricio Suleiman gave you a passive-aggressive fuck Deontay Wilder. I'm riding with Tyson Fury. We'll see how it plays out in the arbitration and the mediation, but I ain't getting in the middle of that. I'm not just going to order a fight between the two. Come on, man. Come on, dog. That is clearly the WBC supporting Tyson Fury. If you look at the effect of the words used by Mauricio Suleiman. I mean, see, I was disturbed on my Thanksgiving with that. Because I was like, come on, man. Why are people trying to, what's with the positive spins for the WBC? Because that sounds like, but that's Sky for you. That's Sky. I had people on my, send me the article and I'll judge it for myself. No, dog. You find the fucking article and leave me the fuck alone. I'm judging for myself. I don't care if you agree with me or not. But I tell you this, I know for sure that in the mix is not the same thing as ordering a mandatory fight. And so a guy that says has the power to hire you for a job says, well, we don't know. Let's see how it plays out over the next couple years. You think he's hiring you? No, if he was hiring you, he would say, come to work for me, show up on Monday. What's the date of today? Oh, okay. It's show up next Monday. That's the day we'll start. Got it? That's what they would do if they want to hire you. If the WBC wanted to support Deontay Wilder, they would order the fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder just like they did the first time. No problem. When the WBC wanted to make Dillian White, Deontay Wilder fight Dillian White, guess what they did? They made him the mandatory. Guess what they could do? They could make Deontay Wilder the mandatory. There is no mandatory right now. Order the rematch, make him the mandatory, force Tyson Fury to do it or drop the belt. If you want to support Deontay Wilder, Mauricio. But he doesn't do that. So he's not supporting them. He's not supporting him. For real, man. Like, for real. Y'all, leave me alone with that horse shit. Look, they're going to give Tyson Fury the franchise belt and Fury's going to drop the WBC. Dog, Tyson Fury they can do whatever they want for Tyson Fury. It doesn't matter. Tyson Fury is a known cheater. He has no respect in the boxing world, truly. The only respect that Tyson Fury has is the respect of friends and people associated with him. That's it. They can't do anything with Tyson Fury. He's unsalvageable. Okay? Books will be made about his dirty ass. Okay? And I'm just seriously just like thinking, do you really think people are not going to write books about this guy? It's all right there. I got a whole docu-series coming out on this dude cheating. You kidding me? I've got a very finely produced 30-minute production, and we ain't even covered half of his fucking cheating. That's just the shit he got caught on. Okay? And there's multiple episodes coming up. Go check it on the channel. It's for channel members. Dog, a book is coming on him, okay? So, and you just got to figure out which part of the book do you want to be in. Big Dog Willie said WBC is protecting their fragile brand. I think some of those WBC board members came up to Mauricio and told him to smooth it over. Let me tell you what they should tell him, what the WBC board members should tell Mauricio Suleiman. You're fired. Fuck out of here. We're hiring We're hiring Daryl Peebles. Okay? We're merging the IBF and the WBC. We're getting the fuck rid of you. Okay? And we're calling it the IBC. Okay? Have enough nuts to merge with another sanctioning body and get your credibility back. Because other than that, it is gone by way of the dodo. Believe it. Because, dog, come on, man. I already know people that are doing it, dog. It's already out, dog. Y'all are making history, and y'all don't know it. You realize that when people make history, sometimes they don't know they're making history. Like, you don't know. You just happen to be the one sitting on the bus. You know what I'm saying? You just happen to be the one sitting on the bus, and everybody's like, hey, what a big deal. And it leads to the civil rights movement, right? Dog, the people that were holding those hoses, spraying down little kids, they're still on tape. They're still on tape. They didn't know that they would forever and ever be on tape, hosing little kids, putting hoses on little kids, putting hoses on. They didn't know that. They didn't know where they were. Dude, you guys don't know how obviously corrupt you are, how obvious it is to everybody else, and how people are systematically documenting it on you. But yet, you don't want to make no changes? Dogs, ESPN made changes. Do you know what ESPN did? Let me give you some recent history about people acting like they got some fucking sense. When Eddie Hearn came out into the news and told that he had paid for the hotel room of Dan Rayfield. Dan Rayfield, 6 months later, did not get his, roughly 6 months later, maybe a little bit later, but whenever it was that his contract was up for renewal, did not get renewed. Gone. ESPN, for some reason, a guy that had been working with them for like 20 years gets accused of something that is unethical, because that is unethical. And Bob Arum trying to act like it wasn't unethical. That's usual. What happened is, let me tell you what happened is, well, we got a block of hotel rooms. You know, I'm not going to do his fucking voice. It hurts my throat. Big Dose. Nah, dog, he's a good dude, man. Nah, he's a good dude, man. I don't care about that, dog. He's a good dude. They're supposed to defend their people. That's what they do. That's not a big deal, man. I don't care. I would stand up for my brother too, if he was acting right. No, I would stand up for my family too. You know, people stand up for their family. That's what they do. They feel like their family's being wrong. They stand up for them. That's what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. That's how it is. And I don't fault anybody. I'll stand up for my own too, without a doubt. You know, I got a son. Shit, if you fucking with him. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. I don't have any problem. But anyway, I got sidetracked. Damn it, what were we talking about? Because I was drilling the shit out of somebody. What was I saying? I was about to light into somebody's ass. Damn it. Come back to me. I'm old. Let me get a sip of water. Thanks, Native Mark. Appreciate you. Anyway, if they wanted to support him, they would support him and they would order that damn fight, dog. But they ain't ordering that fight because the WBC is like, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, dog, you just got to get rid of him. Dog, Mauricio Sulaiman is a terrible manager, number one. Their PR department sucks dick. I mean, like, sucks dick. Like, that's all I can say, dog. Like that, they could ask me my professional opinion of their hey, no, I am not on a Commodore 64 anymore, dog. We used that joke last week. The sound is fine. You know what I'm saying? Bantu Boxing World, what's good, man? Yeah, dude, just Tyson here in the IBC. You talk, oh, there you go. Thank you. You talked about people not being aware that they're part of history. Yeah. When you're fucking up in front of the world, you're fucking up in front of the world. And everybody sees it. Now, right now, oh, yeah, Bob. Yeah. Man, look, man, Bob Arum and them motherfuckers is fucking up something fierce. Not Bob. The WBC is fucking up something fierce, dog. And the only way you solve that is by getting rid of Mauricio Sulaiman. Because he's a terrible manager. He's terrible at PR. He's willing. I mean, he's just ad hoc as shit. There's got to be a way to make more money and not fuck up your brand at the same time. You increase your brand by bringing the value. Like, dude, get rid of the belt and increase the fee. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you go to 5%? Because, dude, look, if you go to fucking 5%, then you make more money, you get rid of the fucking belts, but then the belts are worth something, right? But no, you'd rather have 3 of 9 champions. You just are fucking, you're just fucking terrible. Like, there's got to be ways, like, there's just got to be a way not to destroy your brand like they're destroying it, dog. And they're not realizing that, it. Like I said, everybody is just, they're documenting it on you. They're like, you got these young sleuths out there looking at everything that you do. I mean, oh, there you go. Thank you. Yes, there you go. Fast forward. Bob said he's having trouble signing contracts. Whatever. Okay, but there. So Dan Rayfield, see, ESPN is not stupid. Once Dan Rayfield got accused of that, dude, they know what real journalism is, and they know damn well that they have a huge budget. And that if they want their people to go to a fight, ESPN has way fuck more money than than Matchroom Boxing does. So why the fuck is he not going to ESPN and telling and just straight buying it and then having ESPN reimburse him? Or just having ESPN just buy the shit. I know they got somebody they should be able to call up and say, hey, I need a ticket to this for this date and I need this room. And they'll be like, okay, here's your budget, here's your room. And ESPN would get him the room. ESPN's paying him. Why wouldn't they? Well, let's think. Why would Dan Rayfield or somebody like that want to stay in a room that was provided by Top Rank? Because maybe that they were paying $150 for, I don't know, a $600 room? Who knows? Oh, we want to get this special block of rooms for the press. What's in those rooms, dog? What's underneath the mattresses? Get the fuck up out of here, dog. Get the fuck out, is what ESPN said when they heard that shit. Like, dog, look, man, we don't need that shit. We pay Stephen A. Smith like $10 bazillion a year. He don't need to do that shit. He's staying in them fucking hotels because he can afford it. Okay? But no, the boxing guys, because we don't give a shit about y'all. Reimburse. So what does the boxing guys do? Anyway, and then what happened to big old Steve Kim? What happened to Steve Kim? Steve Kim still working for ESPN? No. How many times did Steve Kim get called, have people complaining about him for years, about calling us the demographic, right? Or responding to Dougie Fisher calling us the demographic and all of this other, just the shit he said about Guillermo Rigondeaux and putting him on a boat, pushing him, sitting him on a boat and sending him back to Cuba. ESPN eventually, well, I can't say that's why they got rid of him, but ESPN got rid of him. Paulie Malignaggi is not with Showtime. Paulie Malignaggi is not with Showtime. Is he? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Is Paulie Malignaggi with Showtime? No, he is not. Because they have sense. You're not supposed to be saying that shit to people that are paying you money to see your work. The WBC, on the other hand, doesn't get paid by fans. They get paid by promoters. Don't they? So they do whatever the promoters tell them to do, which is why they ordered Tyson. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that if the WBC ordered a rematch with Tyson Fury would definitely tell them to fuck off, and it might actually give him an excuse to be like, oh, you're not going to tell me what to do. I'm dropping the belt. You're not ordering me to do anything. I'm the lineal champion. You're not the lineal champion, Tyson Fury. No, you're not. You cheated. Lineal is people's opinion. Consensus. The consensus of people say that you cheated. So since the consensus of people is that you cheated, you ain't lineal no more. The fuck up out of here with that lineal horse shit. You shouldn't have been lineal when you fucking beat the guy on steroids. Okay? You cheated. You tested positive prior to the fight that you won the lineal championship on. You fucking cheat. You fucking cheat. But yet he's the lineal. No, drop the WBC too, please. So nobody got a reason to be around you. Because I believe that the lineal champion of the world is Deontay Wilder. And he's lineal by way of cheating. And you know he cheated. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you think Tyson Fury cheated. And I'm dead serious. We got 630 people in the building. And hit the like. Don't hit the likes, hit the fucking ones. Okay? I don't care about your likes. Half you niggas don't like me no way. I can't monetize these videos because y'all always trying to flag them and shit. But I don't cuss too much. But dog, if you believe he cheated, put 1. Oh, that's some ones. Let's go some more time and see if we can't get at least 500 ones. I need at least 500 ones. Or 2s. And put some 2s in there. And if you believe 2, put your 2 in there. And we're going to see about the consensus. We got 613 people. Ain't none of y'all, nobody else got 613 people sitting in here at 8:45 in the morning. Okay? The day after Thanksgiving. So let's see. You got a 2 more, 3 2s. You only get a vote once, 2. Same for the ones. Got a 2, 1. Oh, eye test says the ones. We'll give it a little bit longer. I'll give it another 30 seconds. Nah, DH, you're going to get thrown out. You do that shit again. DH, 1 2 1 2, get you thrown out. Why all the Fury hate? Because he's a fucking cheater. That's why. Did somebody say, because first of all, the LDBC is not one person. It's a bunch of people. And he's a fucking cheater. Didn't you see? Haven't you seen why they hate? No, it's a consensus that he cheated, though. Nah, you can't even muster up no 2s. Dog, I could give, hey, you know what? Big Dog Willie said lineal champ is still Lennox Lewis, in my opinion. That's probably the best right there. But if you have to give a line, no, it's Deontay Wilder because he had the WBC. And Tyson Fury got cheated. Boom, boom, boom. It's Deontay Wilder because it was Tyson Fury before that. Consensus says it was Tyson Fury. So since it was up for grabs and he cheated, Deontay Wilder's the lineal champion of the world. Congratulations, Deontay Wilder. Let's see if they ever mention that. You know they will not. Ever. And much love in that super chat. All trolls showing themselves. Dog, don't give away the secret. Damn. Damn, Mark. Don't give away my secrets. You're not supposed to tell them what I'm doing. You're supposed to let them all show themselves. Dog, man, come on, dog. Don't see, Mark, you've been around my channel too long. You know I be spying them. But on the real, I don't want to hear nothing bad about Bernie the Boxer. And I mean that because he didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't listen to him, and I don't think he ain't really threatened me. You know, he's just like, I think he says something, your time will come or something. Like, okay, as long as my time comes like this, okay, this is how I think my time should come from Team Crawford. When Terence Crawford knocks out Sean Porter, then my time came. Then I will make video after video talking about how, dang, man, Terence is the shit. Terence got to get that fight with Bud. Oh, it's only Errol right now. It's only Errol. Oh, a lot of ones. Like my man BFTB said. A lot of more ones coming up in this biatch. Y'all don't like that, do you? That he cheated. And that's what the consensus is. So, back to the WBC. Look, man, I just proved to you, ESPN fired those type of dudes, right? Because they were making ESPN look bad, making Showtime look bad. Paulie, don't you know Paulie? Dog, I wish I could have been the one talking to Paulie. Like, for real. Paulie, do you know that we have more black fighters than everybody else does, dumbass, don't you? Paulie, all of our best fighters are black. Stupid. All of our best fighters are black on Showtime. All of them. They're all black. Every one of them. Everyone that's come through, all of our best fighters have been black. Deontay Wilder, black. Errol Spence, black. Floyd Mayweather Jr., black. Okay? Come on, man. Every one of them has been black. That's been keeping us afloat. Have you not noticed this? But yet you're going to say that black fighters are going extinct? Dude, that's our fan base, you stupid. Get the fuck out. See, I would have just got rid of them off of dumb shit. Am I on that drink? Yes, I am. I am on that drink. It's called that black and powerful, dog. I'm a morning person, homie. I'm a morning person. You know what they say? The early bird gets the worm. That saying, not if that bird is in my yard. Shit, because I snatched that worm last night. You know what I'm saying? I do the shit before the morning. I believe in work. You know what I'm saying? I believe in work. I changed my religion to work. What is your religion? Work. You know what I'm saying? Like, work. That's what we do. Work. So which is why I don't have no problem with Bernie. I told Bernie, come to the channel. Bernie, come to the channel, dog. Come to the channel. Just say what you want to say on the channel. I'm not going to be a bad guy. I'm not going to talk bad about you. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to talk bad about me, because as soon as you talk bad about me, that shit going to go silent. Like, damn, what happened to Bernie? Well, you know how it works. We shut shit down when people get disrespectful. I refuse to have disrespect. I'm a Midwest guy, and I know this. I see y'all think I'm some soft ass dude, dog. Y'all see that shit. I'm trying to tell you, y'all motherfuckers be thinking I'm soft because the way I talk. I don't make that mistake about California dudes. Like, when that's really my inclination. That's why I say I'm funny with California dudes, because you all sound like, to a Chicagoan, all of y'all sound soft. Like, just the accent, the whole East Coast vibe is like, y'all sound like y'all been eating like pineapples and fucking palm trees and shit. That shit sound like a vacation. So, but when you meet somebody from there, you're like, oh no, this nigga here ain't soft. Not the one with the tattoos on his eyeballs. I mean, like that nigga ain't got tattoos here. He got tattoos on his fucking eyeball. So I'm like, nah, that niggas ain't soft at all, dog. like I got, my shit was it wasn't a rude awakening, but it was more like, nah, this nigga don't seem too soft to me. But he just sounds that way. You know what I mean? He said, what you got? Hey, say what you got on us, California? I don't have nothing on California, dude. I'm just saying that people, you misread people. And I know I cannot read California dudes because it's just so California. It's not Mid-East. It's not Midwest. In the Midwest, like I know Nebraska dudes. I know what he mean. I know that dude. Like I don't have to meet nobody from Nebraska to Omaha. I mean, I've been to Omaha. I got family in Omaha. So like, well, my wife has family in Omaha. Man, my cousin, my wife's cousin, young cousin, played ball for University of Nebraska. Point guard, killing fools for years, still playing overseas from Nebraska. So, and I lived in Kansas City area, and I'm from Chicago. So I know what kind of dude that dude is. Dog, they don't like disrespect. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not tripping. I know Cali's a realist. I've never been there, dog. Don't get me. I've never been to Cali. Hold on, Reggie. Dog, don't get thrown out. Man, Reggie. I'm going to act like you didn't say that, Reggie. I'm going to move on. Peace and blessings to you, Reggie. I don't understand California dudes. I've never been there. So I don't know North from South. I don't know LA from Oakland. I don't know that shit. Literally. Somebody can say Santa Monica, the Bay Area. I'm like, what the fuck is the Bay Area? I don't know Oakland and Green Bay. I'm just not from there. If I know Omaha, Nebraska. I know where he's from. I've been there. I've eaten at the McDonald's right next to B&B Gym. I've been there. I know people that live there. So what I'm saying is, I don't give a shit about cats. I'm big on respect. Like, if you disrespect me, you're going to know it. Like, I just can't. It's hard for me not to, because that's the way cats are kind of built in that area. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of that shit, it's just different, regional. You know what I mean? Oh, I know Cali's the shit, dude. I know a lot of dudes from Cali. I just always make jokes, like, because I don't fuck with, like, Tupac and shit. Like, I won't go to Cali because if you Negroes try to make me listen to, like, I don't want, like, I ain't stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go to Cali because I don't like Tupac. And I thought that the dumbest thing that Biggie ever did in his life, when that nigga was like, I'm going back to Cali, to Cali, to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. I was like, God dang, nigga, you suicidal? Like, when he said it, I was like, this nigga is suicidal. He's ready to die for real. Like, he's ready to die. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. That was my thought. I was like, dude, this nigga is crazy. Did he just say after Tupac dying that he's going back to Cali? You're not getting out of Cali if you go to Cali. I know that much about Cali. Because, dude, if you say you talk a lot of shit and you say you're going to go to like Inglewood, like you're going to go to the west side and like everybody knows you're talking crazy shit and you're about to go there? Oh, hell no. Discretion is the better part of valor, dog. Trust me. And I thought Tupac, I know he's from there, dog, but I don't care. I know them Cali dudes. Nah, you don't say that shit and go to California. So what I'm saying is I just don't know Cali like that. Like, and I feel like I need to know where I am. Now, my brother-in-law, he's from California. He's an LA dude. That dude, and I know, man, I'm fucking with him. Like, dude, he's very, very polite, but he's very, very crazy. You know, he's a Compton dude. He's very, very polite, but he will literally fuck you up, like, really bad. So I ain't tripping. I know, one of them big-ass dudes that be lifting in the back like a big-ass Debo dude. Like, my brother-in-law is literally Debo, but he's Debo with, like, 16 years in the military. You know what I mean? Like, he's a super amped Debo from the military. And I know that there ain't no point in time where that's a wild ass combination. But he still sounds like suburban. Now, said Begging went back to Cali to squash the BS to show love. Yeah, but you don't go. You show love from a distance with silence. Hell no. Distance with silence. Distance with silence. Because, dog, there's some people you can't insult. Like, y'all, there's some people you cannot insult. Okay? And it is ultimately, it's very, very important in life that you realize who those people are. And if you are told that this is that type of person, You just have to respect it. Because if you don't respect it, then you're not respecting the people who respect him. And that shit, there's nothing he can do about it. You know what I mean? At that point. Because, dog, people love people. When you hear a man, like this dude told me straight up, and I ain't going to mention the situation. This dude told me, I love this dude. Like, I love this dude. And I was like, when the dude said, I love this dude, I was like, you don't have to say anything else to me. Anybody that has another man tell me that he loves this dude in the middle of a conversation, you know what I'm saying? That's somebody you just got to be like, oh, then, hey, man, let me love the dude. Because if he's like that, hey, man, we all need that. That's Elijah Muhammad, dog. Once like you say something foul about Elijah Muhammad, dog, there's no coming back. You know what I mean? It's like that with certain people. And Tupac is like that with certain people, dog. Like Muhammad Ali is like that with some people. So there's gangsters, there's gangsters everywhere. Everywhere, dog. Look, first of all that gangster stuff to me is funny because, and I'll tell you why. Everybody will kill you. Everybody. Like, no disrespect to anybody, but I mean this thoroughly. Where I grew up, people know where I grew up, right? Dog, these people would do drive-bys on grade schools. Drive-bys on grade schools. Drive-bys on nursery schools. And these are people that make this is a middle class area. These kids will snap off and blow up a whole fucking school, dog. And I've grown up with them. One of the dudes, I was never cool with him, but this dude literally kidnapped 2 people out of my high school, took these motherfuckers to like Kentucky or something, tied them both up on trees and And he just got out like 5 years ago. And these are white areas. So, dude, you don't know. Everybody, if you disrespect any person, everybody has the immediate power to retaliate. Everybody. That's why it's important to respect everybody. You don't step on kids' shoes. Like little black kids in Kansas City, you step on a black kid's shoe in Kansas City, Kansas, and I promise you it's a fucking war is going to break out. Not because of the shoe, because of the, dude, you saw my shit right here, and you walk like you don't see me. Dog, that pin-up frustration, that's the Midwest. That's the Midwest. You step on Bud's shoe as a little kid, Bud is cracking your shit. That's just what it is. And Kansas City is right next to Omaha, Nebraska. I understand how those dudes are. I'm telling you, I understand them. They're supposed to be like that. Because if you're not like that in those areas, dog, it's not going to be nice on you. Because people are real. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Them dudes is real in Omaha, Nebraska. But to me, if you're from the Chi, y'all know what Maywood is. Like, if you guys know what Maywood, Illinois is, that's where I grew up. Like, I grew up close to Maywood. So those are the dudes that I grew up near, and they always want to test you. So that's any hood anywhere. Yeah. But see, that's how you're supposed to be then. If that's where you're from, that's where you're supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to be. And you judge people by how they are. Like, but that's why at the same time, I grew up and have been around a lot of people like Bob Arum, right? They have their ways too. And Bob Arum will pencil the shit out you because he knows damn well he ain't never going to fight you. So this little 5'2" ass dude is sitting on the top of everybody trying to be the king of the world. He wants to be in control of these people's lives, not just the money, because he's got more money than he'll ever need. What's an extra $1 billion going to do for Bob Arum? Nothing. But the feeling that he has, that he controls people's lives, that's his purpose of waking up in the morning, man, that motherfucker will live to 130 off of that evil juice. You know what I'm saying? 5'2", dude, he's got to be around that big. Dude, he's sitting next to, dog. All y'all look little to me. Like, I've not met too many boxers that did not look little. Like, even if they are bigger than me, they still don't look really big to me. Basketball players, them motherfuckers be looking big as shit to me. I ain't gonna lie. They make you feel like Shaq is like, you know what I mean? But still, you get my point, man. Address my super chat. First of all, dog, don't order me to do shit. We'll get that first and foremost, dog. Okay? I will respond to, see, that's what I mean about respect. Put a motherfucking please on that bitch. Would you mind? Hey, Fannon, I don't know, but did you notice that? See that shit? That tells me that you took enough time to realize that you didn't want to insult me. Making me do shit is insulting. Don't see, that's what I'm telling you. People be trigger happy on shit like that. But let me respond. Late show. Number one, Fury cheated, but lineal does not mean consensus. Means man who beat the man. No, lineal does not mean man that beats the man. Lineal means line is what it means. And consensus, that was me being sarcastic. You're arguing with Dan Rayfield. Consensus of who? Obviously, it doesn't mean consensus, but that's how Tyson Fury got it, because people were saying that the consensus of people believed that the lineal championship passed to Vladimir Klitschko during the Ruslan Shagayev fight. And when I pointed out that shit was pure ridiculousness, then some fucking people thought they were clever, shifted it to, oh no, it was his fight with Alexander Povetkin. Fucking why Alexander Povetkin? Why would lineal just, anyway. So no, Fury did cheat. Lineal does mean the man that beat man, or should be, but it doesn't. Consensus is what most people say when they give it to Tyson Fury. Okay? But at this point in time, in order for somebody to be a lineal and that to mean anything, Tyson Fury can't have it because he cheated. But thank you for your super chat, dog. But please, let's keep it cordial around these parts, dog. $5 is a lot of money. But dog, it ain't, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't like that, dog. I read people's comments without super chats. Anyway, sorry. Look, man. They are going to say, the people that said consensus, let me re-explain so that people understand my point. Dan Rayfield, ESPN, Ring Magazine, the Cyber Zone Boxing, they believe that Vladimir Klitschko became the lineal champion of the world when he beat Ruslan Shagayev, because Ruslan Shagayev was the number 2 guy or the number 3 guy on Ring Magazine's list. And all of the conversations that I had around lineal, they all kept saying consensus, consensus, consensus. Well, what does consensus mean? It means we have bigger news. We have bigger outlets than you. We're from ESPN. We're from Ring Magazine. We are from Sports Illustrated. We're the boxing writers. But seeing as we've already debunked boxing writers and let you know that they're full of horse shit many times because they're paid, you know what I mean? But not just paid like the way that I earn money, paid by the way that they get paid by the promoters to promote their fighters. They are an extension of the promoter themselves. So the fact that they find an argument for lineal, to me, is that whatever. But since they did make the argument for lineal and Tyson Fury was the lineal, then since he cheated against Deontay Wilder by their own words, then he's no longer the lineal. Deontay Wilder is the lineal. Because Tyson Fury did cheat, and he's proven to cheat, and everybody knows that he cheated in multiple ways. Mr. Mechanical, much love in that super chat. Says, Fannon, what's up, Fannon and Boxing Brothers? Just tapping in, man. I'm so happy that you tapping in, dog. Thank you. So they're going to write what they get paid, what they're paid to write. Exactly. Exactly. They're going to write what they get paid to write. Or they're not, more likely, though, I think that it's a combination, because they really do want to write that shit. Like, don't get me wrong. They really are real trolls. And I do believe that they really do believe half this shit. And I do believe that because I believe a lot of people that don't like and don't support black people in general really do believe what they believe. That is the reality that they live in. Dougie Fisher probably does think Gennady Golovkin is the greatest fighter in the last 5,000 years. I mean, at a certain point in time, dog, if you spew shit long enough, you start smelling it. You know what I mean? Like when you first start digging horse shit, everything stinks. But over time, you don't smell the horse shit anymore. You just do your job and laugh at everybody else with everybody else that's shoveling horse shit. The job does make the man. That's just what it is. They do believe what they believe. However, and I know that it's horse shit and it doesn't stand up to any real logical analysis. Even the whole pound for pound thing, the ESPN list, that doesn't hold up. Well, what do you mean, Fannon? The way that they come up with who is the number one pound for pound, that is not an analysis. That is a popularity contest. When you get a bunch of people that you like, you give them a list of people to vote for, and they put them in order. And based on how they put these guys in order, you then make your list. Dog, that's not actually asking anybody to name them and tell me why these guys are the best fighters. That's a different thing. Their list isn't a real list. It's a consensus thing, right? Let me go back to the guy with the super chat so I can talk about consensus again and why I don't believe in consensus, because it's consensus about an opinion. Even this fucking championship thing and who the real champion is, dog, they making it all subjective. Mauricio Suleiman won't even agree that when we say champion, we're talking about somebody that wins a contest. He believes they've been a champion for him. And he's using the word like that. Even when he said what he said about Deontay Wilder, he still said he was a great champion for us or some shit. Anyway, reading their boxing articles, they try to convince you of their viewpoint. Everybody does that. You have to do that. You know what I mean? They do. But I'm trying to convince you of there's nothing wrong with me somebody trying to convince you of their viewpoint. I'm doing that. It would be a hypocrite if I didn't think it was okay to do just what I'm doing right now. However, you have to be able to make a better argument than me. And I would argue that you aren't able to because you don't have the facts to back your shit up. Evangelistina, what is it? Evangelista Angel Hernandez. You don't know nothing. I know your name kind of sounds like a female, but I mean, quite honestly, I was shocked to see. I thought A was the fifth. Evangelista? Isn't Evangelista supposed to be? I thought the A was feminine. But you got a male picture here where you kind of look like Kid and Play, but with your fucking box cut off. I thought you were a female, dog. Otherwise, I wouldn't have responded. That's just crazy. Ain't Evangelista a female name? Evangeline should be the male, right? Y'all funny, dog. Y'all funny, man. Pepito 7757. So there's no real punishment to Fury that could come down. What's the point of a lawsuit? We want to see heads rolls, firing squad. Oh, there is real. Look, man. There has been real punishment handed down, dog, already. You guys just don't want to nobody can admit what the power is that he lost. It's the power of public perception. That is what matters. Public perception. Who's the champion? The person that the public perceives to be the champion. Right? In the public court of public opinion, is Bill Cosby guilty? Yes. Why? Because he can't get a job. He's in jail. All of that. Why? Because the court of public opinion dashed him. And then an actual court did whatever they had to do to take advantage of the public opinion. Even though it was a kangaroo court, they got him. Okay? Tyson Fury has no boxing license in the UK, and everybody in the United States that knows his name associates it with cheating, even if they associate it with just allegations, wrong allegations, they still associate with it, okay? There's no way that you'll ever be able to separate his name from cheating ever again, especially after we're done with him. Because I swear I've called that dude a cheater at least 30,000 times, and they say it only takes a couple hundred for it to stick. Y'all are done. Nobody's getting off that dog. Tyson Fury has already been punished. And that's real. I don't know why y'all waiting around for something else to happen when it already happened. You guys are just waiting around for Mauricio to admit it. Dog, Mauricio, let me tell you, Mauricio, everybody that you're asking and waiting to respond to the Tyson Fury issue is already been called a cheater and already been discredited on their own for other unrelated things, okay? The Nevada State Athletic Commission has been called shady for years because of judging scandals. They got called scandalous by Bob Arum himself, crooked by Bob Arum himself, maybe 2 weeks ago in the fight between, what was the guy's name? The Franco fight, where they were like, oh no, the cut. Oh, we got instant replay. The cut is all crazy. Dog, Top Rank was tearing at the credibility of Nevada State Athletic Commission. On that fight, people tore the credibility of the Nevada State Athletic Commission on the Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin fight. So that person that you're asking, they have no credibility in the minds of the vast majority of boxing fans that are familiar with them. All right? It's only magically, Maloney versus Franco, thank you. It's only magically when they talk about Deontay Wilder, does the Nevada State Athletic Commission all of a sudden magically get their credibility back. But as soon as Deontay Wilder's name is not associated with it, their credibility disappears. So, bullshit. The Nevada State Athletic Commission, nobody expects anything out of them. Goodbye. Second, the WBC. We're waiting on the WBC to admit it. The WBC ain't said nothing about the fact that old Shaq Foster just caught Miguel Roman doing it. And those gloves, I do believe, tell me if I'm wrong, also had some WBA fucking sticker on them. Come on, the WBC sticker on them. So that's the second one gone. And then there's Tyson Fury, the competitor. Oh, the Tyson Fury that's suspended for 2 years for cheating Christian Hamer. Him, the one that you can make whole documentaries on cheating. Him, that's the person you're waiting to see. Get out of here. You have only 3 people that could sanction Tyson Fury. Or 4, excuse me. The British Boxing Board of Control, he ain't got no license there. So they can't punish him because he doesn't have a license there. Number 2 is the WBC. They have no credibility. Tyson Fury has no credibility, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission has no credibility. So why are you guys waiting around for them to do something? Or better yet, why do you keep trying to distract me and have me answer questions about when they're going to do something? I don't care if the WBC does anything, the Nevada State Athletic Commission does anything, or Tyson Fury admits it, or the British Boxing Board of Control, or ESPN. Because I know he cheated, you all know he cheated, and we can all just sit around, wait for his next fight, and see whether it's going to be Deontay Wilder or not, and then we're just going to point out every time he cheats. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on Tyson Fury to get in and rabbit punch somebody once. I'm going to call his ass a cheater. The next time he gets in a tough fight and he grabs somebody's neck and wrenches it, we're going to be right there. Click, click, click. Cheating files continue. All of that. If people are going to be looking for his steroid, when he comes to the United States, people are going to be at the fights looking for his bodybuilders. We're the bodybuilders that sells him the shit that we think he may be on. Dog, Vinny Pazienza came out and was like, dog, this dude is on performance enhancing drugs without a doubt. Okay, Al Bernstein, which is Isn't that interesting? See, this is why you know it's not a network thing. Al Bernstein, who was with Showtime, had somebody accuse a ESPN fighter of something that was scandalous. And even though Al Bernstein is a Hall of Fame guy, decades-long commentator on Showtime, he ridiculed it and hasn't said a word about it since. Deontay Wilder didn't accuse him of that. Vinny Pazienza did. Now, you could say, well, Vinny Pazienza isn't credible. Well, if Vinny Pazienza is not credible, then why does Al Bernstein have him on his show talking about boxing? The fact that Al Bernstein has him on the show tells you that Al Bernstein thinks he's credible. But then when he says something like that, Al Bernstein thinks that's not credible, right? See the selective credibility? See? Oh, if I believe in you, everything's great. But if you don't, he's not somebody to be taken seriously. No, we don't have to do anything to Tyson Fury other than to keep talking about him because they thought this shit was going to go away like a joke. And they thought it was going to go away back in March. And it, my friend, is 3 days from December. And guess what else? Corona don't look like it's going to go anywhere for at least another 7 months. Probably for the next solid year. It's not going anywhere for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is not fighting in the United States anytime soon unless he fights Deontay Wilder. Because why would he come to the United States if it's not Deontay Wilder? George Siller says, saludos to all the boxing community. Thank you for the good boxing talk, Fannon. Man, George Siller, thank you very much, man. And make sure I pronounce your name correctly, man. I probably should go look that up and make sure that I comment that correctly, man. Not one of these, nothing to see here, guys, has a rational expectation. Not one of these, nothing to see here, guys, has a rational explanation for the gloves. No, because they know the gloves are dirty. They say they have an explanation. They say he cheated. They just don't care. They just don't care. They know they cheated. Everybody knows he cheated. They'll say Paz is punch drunk or hate Furies or doesn't know what he's exactly because they must have invested anyway. Whatever, man. I just hope that this Tyson Fury stuff and Deontay Wilder gets sorted out soon, one way or the other. But Tyson Fury is done either way it goes. He has absolutely no credibility, dude. None. In about a day. After everybody, make sure everybody is a member, please go make sure that they go watch either on Patreon or on the channel members. Make sure that you go check out that video because I'm not going to leave it up on the channel. It's going to be in the members section, but I am going to premiere it for people probably sometime later this week, but I'm not going to do it. And Fanon's still heating up like them leftovers from Turkey Day. Dog, I had the best Thanksgiving ever. Dog, let me tell you what I did, man. I hit a shot. My man Ali Voso. I was supposed to hook up with him and give him this drink. This Grey Goose, what's it called? Grey Goose VX or some shit. VX. But I didn't catch up with him until after the fight. So I still had the bottle. So I brought it home, and I don't drink vodka usually, but I'm not drinking at all, really, because the only way I'm going to lose weight is if I don't drink. So I had some vodka last night, just like on a special occasion type shit. And I was like, man, feeling nice, fell asleep from like 4 p.m. to like 1:30 in the morning. And it was just such a pleasant sleep. I got up, worked for a little bit, went back to sleep, got up at 4 a.m. I was like, man, I need to have a day like that every day. It was only Vodka and cognac? Nah, I just drank the vodka. Oh, and put some cranberry juice in it. Because I was like, yeah, let me treat myself. I poured a little cranberry juice in it. But other than that, dog, I was lit up, feeling good, had a great Thanksgiving, man. Until I heard people try to tell me that the WBC was supporting Deontay Wilder. Man, people should have known off cuff. That don't even make no sense. Like, that don't make no sense. But Sky Sports out here trying to mislead people. That's the Grey Goose mixed with cognac. Oh, is it? The X5, whatever? I don't know, man, but that shit had me like feeling right. I was feeling right. Loved it. Every minute of that rightness. And my wife and kids figured out something about my office, that the sound is really good. Because I have my, this room is pretty much has so much stuff in it, so I don't have an echo. And so my wife is like, dang, the sound, this screen, because it's a big screen, sounds better than the TV out there. So they were kicking it in here all last night, man. It was really wonderful. I'm finna send some Cali Kush. Hey, man, ship it on, dog. Ship it on, dog. Yeah. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight on the Cali Cushy Kush. Nah, I'm good with that. I said it didn't lump up. It was inwardly obvious the object was used. Hey, look, man, by the way, people that keep trying to debunk Deontay Wilder for that dent in his head, because there's no, dog, the swelling showed it. And then it went away, right? But it's still there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a cleft in my chin that if I don't know, can you guys tell this cleft in my chin? But dog, there's a big ass dent in my chin, for real. But because I weigh more than I should, you can't see the cleft like you would see it if I weighed less, right? But when I lose weight, people are like, damn, you got a, BB's kid as a kid, they would always say, man, you got an ass on your face because I got this cleft, right? And a dimple here too, but you can't see it because I'm overweight. So same thing with a swelling. When the swelling goes down, you're not going to see some things that you would see when the swelling is big. I said, Fannon got a butt chin. I do too, but my beard covers it. Dog, look, women love my butt chin, dog. You kidding me? Let me tell you something, dog. The butt cheek and the butt cheek and the bald head, always, dog. I used to have a unibrow. That's what I miss, my unibrow. I used to have all that shit. They love it, dog. They love it, dog. It's just because it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, dog. I'm cool with women, dog. I'm cool with women. You know what I mean? Like, only thing that I mess up with women is when I talk too much. That's my Achilles heel with women, when I bump my lips too much. But I'm married now, so it doesn't matter. Now it's just, and I talk too much for my wife too. I got stories. Yeah, I got stories. What stories? What's the story? Of course I got stories. I don't know about you, Late Show 42, dog. I think you be sneak dissing, dog. I'm not going to block you, but I think you be sneak hating, dog. That's my suspicion with you. Just telling you. So if you see sometimes people don't get how my mind works. I think unibrow, what the fuck is a pause about a unibrow, dog? I had thick eyebrows and it connected here. That's the fuck is problem with a fucking nigga. It's a hair. I'm not fucking arching my eyebrows and shit. Dog, it ain't like I'm having Ramirez out in this bitch putting fucking clippers to my shit and lining it up. Don't tell me y'all saw this. Hey, dude, get the fuck out of my chat, dog. You are a fucking hater. Get out. I'm not relaxing on shit, dog. You're a fucking hater. And I knew you was a fucking hater for a while. And I was just waiting for you to say some shit. Dog, I don't give a fuck about you coming to my chat. Dog, you can get the fuck out and I never see you again. But here's the thing. I'm going to see you under another name. See the thing? That's what I'm telling you. That's Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is like, fuck you. That's like the first reaction when you being a fucking hater. Dog, I'm not here for you to joke with and fucking play with. I mean, do I seem like the type of guy that just likes to fucking just chop it up with motherfuckers and play to dozens? No, I don't really like that shit. I'll light off on you and then I'll get you the fuck out. But generally speaking, I will fight before I do the fucking dozens. Okay. You're not just gonna fucking talk bad about me and all that shit for hours at a fucking time. Okay. That shit's not gonna happen. Okay. Either I'm throwing you the fuck out, and if you're close to me, I'm punching you in your face. I don't like smart asses, dog. Never liked them. And here's the thing. Most of you little sarcastic motherfuckers other than like my dude here. Like, this is my guy right here. Where he at? This is my dude right here. He say unibrow. Right, like one brow. I had one eyebrow, dog. I had thick eyebrows, and it was my eyebrow connected. Guess who cared about that? No fucking body. Because if I had gotten rid of it, I'd have been a bitch. What about the mic? Can y'all hear me? Oh, shit. That better? Tell me if that's better. Should tell me in a second. Is that better? Is that better? Tell me if that's better. Yeah, that's better. Way better. All right, cool. Tell me in a second. All right, cool. Got you. Did I miss a super chat? Oh, yeah, cool. I got you. Yeah, man, I ain't the type. I'm not good with all that. Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you. No, I'm not really that type of dude, dog. I don't fuck around like that. Oh, Kevin Fox said Fannon is a true noob. I am. Like, dog, I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around and do that, dog. Like, dude, like, why the fuck do I need to be the center of your fucking joke? Like, I just don't get it. I'm not a playful dude like that. Like, why? Why do I want to sit around and have you abuse me, dude? Why do you know what I'm saying? That's why. Get the fuck out of my life, dog. Now, when y'all was making fun of me yesterday about my fucking life, if I deserve it, make fun of me. You know what I mean? Like, that shit yesterday was funny. The Commodore 64 shit, all that shit was funny. Because my shit was terrible. I deserved that. Wilder, Hall of Famer, Fury, Hall of Shamer, dog. You know how it is, though. You know what I mean? Say haters want to be you, man. Want to be you. Look, I like Bernie the Boxer, dog. And y'all ain't gonna talk. Y'all ain't gonna get no bad words on no cat standing up for Terence Crawford. I feel the same way about him that I feel about Drink More Water or Woolbag or anybody else, man. You know what I mean? They just got to be themselves, and I respect the dudes. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Bug got to fight some damn body, and it's just what it is, you know? Said people take your kindness for weakness and they think they can get away with slick talk. You cannot. Like, you know what my kindness is, really? My kindness is a lie. Like, because I'm really not. Like, I can be real evil. Like, how else can I say that? Like, I'm really, really nice because I want to be friendly. But at the same time, dude, like, why do you guys think that you have the right to impinge upon my space? Like, even if this is one on what? We got 660 people, right? I'm 1 on 600. 1 on 600 right now. If you think I'm about to let 600 of you motherfuckers ruin my day by talking bad about me, you got me fucked up. I'm going to make you feel bad about your day because you're going to talk bad about in front of 600 people. And you know it. So it's 1-on-1. Fuck all that craziness, man. Just be respectful to people, like he said. And I try to be very, very respectful to Terence Crawford. I try to be very respectful to Terence Crawford. But at this point, I'm going to be very, very respectful to 78 Sports TV, comes on at 9:30. Make sure right now that you roll off this channel and you go over to 78 Sports TV and join the LDBC lineup. After that will be Black Fight Fan TV. After that, be my man KQKC, and the rest will go on for the rest of the afternoon. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I'm going to check you guys out. Also, check out my videos that are going to come up throughout the day And check me out on Instagram. I do respond on Instagram. And everybody that's a member, go check out the video I got on members only while it's just members only. And then I'm going to air it. Then I'm going to put it back in to members only. And with that, I'm out. Peace.